Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to my kitchen. We're going to be making a green smoothie this morning to start off with. So I've got a base of cucumber, celery, dandelion greens, fennel, and ginger. So that's going to make up our veggies for this smoothie. And then I've got hemp seeds and flax. So, oh, you know what? I might add some mint too. So we'll see. So let me grab a cup of ice to start. Okay, we've got 1 cup ice. 1 frozen banana. So hemp seeds have our fat, omegas, and protein. Do 1 tablespoon. I'm just gonna do 1 tablespoon of flax this time. Okay, now let's add our greens. We've got our cucumber, dandelion greens, celery, fennel, and our ginger. And let's throw some mint in there too. That's a good one. Okay, we'll add just enough water to get it to blend up. Wow, between the fennel and the mint, that is like super fresh. It smells really good. Okay, let's try this out. It looks nice and creamy. I'm liking the consistency. That's good. Depending on if you like mint and fennel or not, you know, one or the other. But I like both, and I like the combination too. I mentioned this earlier in this series in another video, that the combination of the frozen banana and the fat and protein in there with the greens, it really grabs everything and it's like an emulsifier. So it holds everything together so it doesn't separate. It stays nice and creamy. It's like a perfect balanced combination. Also, it's a really good balance of your omegas in here. The recipe when I was doing 2 tablespoons flax to 1 tablespoon hemp seeds, it was a perfect 1-to-1 ratio. This one's gonna be a little different because I only did 1 tablespoon flax, but we're gonna be doing more flax in another smoothie later on, so it'll balance out overall. I love the creaminess of it. And I'm gonna have some fruit too, because I've got those little sweet red apricots. These red apricots, these are really good. We got these at Sprouts yesterday. They're so tiny, but they're really good, and they're sweet and delicious, and they have just the right amount of tang to it. So I'm gonna be eating a bunch of those and cherries. All right, I'm gonna have some cherries. I'm probably gonna eat this whole bowl because they are so sweet and juicy and delicious. We just got these at Costco. They're so good. I'm gonna get back to editing right now. I'm gonna be snacking on these, and I'll see you guys in a little while. So, okay, let's go ahead and do our lava flow. I always start with my 1 cup ice, and then we'll do 2 frozen bananas. We do a few chunks of the Trader Joe's coconut. We'll just do 4 pieces. And we've got frozen pineapple, we'll add about a 1/2 cup. Well, anywhere from a 1/2 cup to, you know, 3/4 of a cup, depending on how tangy you like it. And just a little water. A really thick one. That one's gonna be more like ice cream. Okay, let's take our strawberry sauce. Just drizzle that around. Okay, I'll add our base in there. So we've got our strawberry sauce with our pina colada base. And then we'll take a little of our strawberry sauce on top. And you can also garnish it with strawberries. I always like to dress it up a little. So for that, you just take a little sliver out at the top, just a little triangle, and remove the tip of the strawberry. So it's just like you took a little wedge out. You can just slip that in wherever you want it. Right there. And then you have a lovely, delicious lava flow to serve up, or for yourself. This is a before lunch smoothie. We're gonna do tacos for lunch. Michael's making lunch today, so we'll see what he makes. Every time, that one nails it. I gotta get that recipe on my blog. I'm gonna have to write that one up. I'll try to do that tonight.
So this is, these are soy curls. This is what they look like dried, and this is after they've been soaking for, I don't know, a few minutes anyways. So I'm gonna strain these out with a colander. Now I got my wok with a little bit of oil in it. That's heating up. Takes a while for the cast iron to heat up.
What kind of oil did you use?
Just spray avocado, just a light basting of avocado. I'm going to stir fry that for a few minutes, brown that. I'm gonna fire up my skillet and do you have the tortillas? You know,
yeah.
Put some tortillas in while that's cooking. And also, can you grab me the oil? The spray oil. And Christine doesn't want any seasoning in hers, but what I do is, since there's enough room in the skillet to cook both, I'll cook some of the tortillas in here and put some of this around the perimeter like this. And then I can season mine while hers are cooking, and then that keeps them separate. That's how that works. So, these are locally produced, these are Alejandro brand corn tortillas. They call them gorditas because they're an ounce each apparently, but yeah, they're nice and fresh because they're made locally, so I like those. Because they're a little thicker, they're not as prone to breaking apart, I've noticed. You know, like some of the store-bought ones. So I'll get both of those going. And I'm going to use some pepper, salt and pepper in mine, at least. Oh, some cumin too. In my filling. There we go. Okay, so I've chopped up some tomato, some sweet onion, and cilantro. Look at that. Oh, I think that looks brilliant right there. I think that's perfect. Let's try it out.
Michael did such a good job. Thank you for the tacos.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
It looks really good too. Look, that's all fixed up. So, and it's so simple too. All he did was the soy curls, and then I just added cilantro, and then Michael's pico de gallo, and then a couple slices of avocado on each one. And you can season the soy curls however you want. I think Michael mentioned that already. I just don't do any seasoning on mine just because I'm like, my skin is so sensitive and my digestive system is so sensitive. I break out with like all kinds of spices and stuff. But yeah, season it however you want, and they are delicious. Mmm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, the texture on those is really, really good.
Okay, so part of me doing this series with you guys is that I have to report to you and share any changes that I notice as this is going, right? So the lunch I just had, I don't consider that a healing food, right? Because I had two items that were in packages that were processed, right? The corn tortillas and the soy curls, which both are delicious, and I used to eat that stuff all the time. Oh, and I also had, I guess, oil that Michael had used. He used some avocado spray oil in his pans to cook the tortillas and, well, actually both of them in. And I will tell you that I am noticing a difference right now. I ate about 30 minutes ago, and as tasty as it was, I can feel a headache coming on, which I never get headaches hardly. Like, it's very rare to get a headache. It's what I've noticed is I've only ever gotten headaches when it's related to food somehow. And number 2 is about 10 to 15 minutes after I finished lunch, I started having to like clear my throat a lot, which was really weird because that's very abnormal for me. So basically like I had, you know, like this mucus thing like going on, you know? So I wanted to share that with you because that's not something that is normal for me, or it shouldn't be normal for anyone else either to get that after you eat. But I'll tell you something about the cleaner you get your diet, you can't go backwards. Your body doesn't want you to go back. It like fights. And it's really, really interesting to kind of like actually experience the physical effects of that, because that's I used to eat that stuff all the time, and so there was never a chance for my body to recover enough to notice any kind of difference. But now that I've been away from all packaged food for a while and just eating high raw, whole living foods every day, you know, and my cooked meal at night, there's a major difference when I try to go back to eating something that I used to eat all the time. And it's not like it's even that bad for you. You wouldn't think that, right? But my body recognizes it as something that it doesn't want, you know, via the mucus, which basically is like trying to flush it out of your body, right? So that's kind of a concern. So I just wanted to pop on here really quick and share that with you, because that's part of what I said I would do at the very beginning of this, is I have to share absolutely everything, every detail with you guys and let you know of any changes, or, you know, there's a bunch of markers. I have that list of markers that I'm watching all the details on and keeping track of, and then I can report to you guys. But so yeah, I'm like the guinea pig, you know? So it's hard to say if it was the oil or the packaged processed food, when my body was probably expecting whole living foods as normal, you know, today, because I've been doing that every day for quite a while now. So to throw that back into my diet all of a sudden, I can definitely feel the effects of it. Hey guys, we're making a green smoothie. I was just talking to the camera thinking it was filming, and we were not filming. So, okay, I think we're on and rolling now. Microphone's on, check. Okay. So I just put 1 cup of ice in here, 2 frozen bananas, and I'm loading up on greens. So I've got Swiss chard, cucumber, let's see, oh yeah, that Swiss chard, it's the rainbow chard. So it's got the pink and the yellow, you know, all the rainbow colors in there. I've got beet greens. Beet greens are awesome, you know, the top of beets. When I buy beets, I normally don't buy them just the loose beets, you know, I buy them with the greens on top, and then you can throw those in smoothies, salads, everything. And I've also got my dandelion greens, and I can't fit everything in here right now, so I'm gonna have to blend it down a little and then add as we go here. Let's add a little water. Okay, let's add some water and blend this down a little so we can make room in there. Yeah, after lunch, that was the weirdest sensation, I gotta tell you. It was a little like the salt, but there was no added salt in any of that. The soy, let's see here. I mean, I'm sure there's gotta be no, there was no sodium in here. Okay, I was just gonna say there's gotta be some sodium in there, like just natural or something. Nope, that was just soy. So 1 ingredient in there. And then the tortilla shells, which I had eaten those like 100 times before and never experienced anything until I started eating this way, the super clean, like honing my diet. That was like my normal lunch, you know, for so long. You know, similar things to that. Like, it wasn't that bad, right? It's not like you're eating fast food, but still, you know, it is processed, even though there's all kinds of, you know, there was fresh stuff on there too, you know, avocado, pico de gallo, cilantro, all that. But still, that was really weird. Mostly the mucus thing right after I ate, like it hit me like 10 to 15 minutes after I ate. I was like, what is going on with me? And I still feel like it makes me feel like stuffy. Like I've got some kind of allergies or something, very weird. And you might think, oh, maybe you have an allergy to soy. Well, I mean, I don't know. I ate soy forever and never really experienced this that I know of, unless it's just that my body got super clean when I was eating, you know, once I started eating high raw. And then going back you know, so maybe that was my old normal, but it just doesn't seem that way. But now my body is changing. I don't know. Anyway, we just don't like that feeling. That's all I know at this point. Okay, let's blend this up. Oh wow, this tastes really good. What? Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna taste that good because I packed it so full of leafy greens, but it's really good. Mmm. This is my food now, I think. I just don't think I can go back. You know what? Even I could taste the oil in my mouth. It's like it left a film on my teeth and in my mouth after I had lunch today. Tomorrow's another day. Back to our clean foods, and I've got to get that oil out of my system because that wasn't fun. So, okay, I'll see you guys in a little while. All right, for dinner tonight, I just have my one sweet potato, and that's all I'm gonna have because my smoothie, my green smoothie earlier really filled me up because that was a big one. That was like drinking 2 of them. So just this for tonight. Oh, and I forgot to mention I sprinkled cinnamon on it too. So it smells like sweet potato pie in here. All right guys, it's actually the next morning, but we're gonna do a quick Chronometer summary from last night or from yesterday. Let me zoom in here. Okay, so food diary for today. Here it is, everything's in there. And except I think I forgot to add my water down here. Yeah, I had another 32 ounces down here. I'll have to put that in. 2,395 calories consumed today. It didn't seem like we had that much, huh? But it actually bumped up pretty fast between lunch and then throwing in an extra smoothie. It gets up there pretty quickly. So I'm at a 464 calorie surplus for today. Only hit 98% of the targets for today. So let's see what we're missing down here. Protein, you can see I'm lacking in my 3 amino acids here for the day: cysteine, lysine, and tyrosine. It's not a big deal because, I mean, we hit 168% protein. That's way more than what I need for my body. But you know, we had the soy in there, the soy curls at the very top here, that took up 63%. So otherwise I would have been right where I should be. And I would have been able to fit in other foods that would have knocked out these other amino acids, which are, amino acids are the building blocks of protein, right? So selenium, I think I already mentioned that. I didn't have a Brazil nut today. Oh, I just realized I didn't show you guys the breakdown for the calories today. So 73% came from carbs, 16% fat, and 11% protein. And it is just so easy to meet your calories for the day and even, you know, go into a surplus. You know, you can do quite a big surplus for the day of your calories and still not meet 100% of the nutrients your body needs. So that's why I find that it's so helpful to be able to see what's going on each day and be able to keep track of it. All right guys, that's all for this video. I'm gonna start filming today's video, which you'll see tomorrow. So I will see you then. Bye guys.